Hello everyone, I'm Kieran and I'm going to be talking to you about our new project called Blues Bubble Tea. So for the executive summary, we're going to be going through our market analysis first, then our investment rationale, financials analysis, and then finally our decision making. So the market situation. So in 2019, it was expected that the global bubble tea market size was USD 2.1 billion. And with the popularity of bubble tea rocketing across the world, it's actually a very fast growing market, and it's forecasted to be at 8.9% growth from 2020 to 2027. And of course, it's one of the most popular beverages in Asia, and it's created a large buzz across the F&B industry throughout this continent. So domestically, the presence of bubble tea's popularity is strongly felt in Thailand, and Thais consume an average of 6 glasses per month. From 2017 to 2018, within just 1 year, the bubble tea market rapidly grew by 3,000% within the nation. And with bubble tea being enjoyed by all demographics across the country, we feel that the bubble tea market is one of the most favorable markets to be investing in right now. So with the investment rationale, so of course, there's favorite economic conditions of this bubble tea market, and playing to its strengths, our product line of bubble tea will include a wide spectrum of different flavors. And to be able to capitalize on these economic advantages, we have decided to venture out into this bubble tea market. Okay, so now looking at our investment budget and key assumptions. So we have worked out that the ingredients for 1 cup of tea would be 100 grams of ice, 40 grams of the bubbles themselves, the 10 grams of tea powder, 100 milliliters of milk, and 1 plastic cup. So the 20% tax assumption is based off the Thailand corporate tax rate, which of course is 20%. The salary, we've based that on 3 full-time staff who earn 16.6 thousand baht each. The rent costs, now that's based on a prime location of Bangkok, so your Sukhumvits. The large freezer is based off prices that we have established from Lazada. These ingredients prices, again, we've researched them across the internet, and yet these are the wholesale prices that we can get for our ingredients. And our future sales projections, so we're looking at the sales for year 1 at 50,000 units, so at 30 baht per unit per sale. This means that we will have 1.5 million baht revenue. And then the year by year sales, we expect to increase by 20%, 15%, 10%, and 5% respectively. So for working capital calculation, we're going to use the estimated average working capital requirement from the first 3 years. The receivables are based off 10%, are based off 10% of sales, and this could be pre-orders and contracts to deliver to local offices. And payables are 10% of cost of goods sold, and the reasoning behind that is pretty standard. We can just say that some of our ingredients, they're of course ordered on a payable basis. So financial returns and cash flow estimation. So as mentioned previously, the sales of year 1 are 50k, and then year by year sales increase 20%, 15%, 10%, and 5% respectively. We've used sorry, we've used a straight line to zero terminal value salvage price, to be conservative in our estimates. So looking at our financial returns, you can see we have an NPV of 670,391, IRR of 60%, profitability index of 4.19, and payback period of 2.63 years. So all of these would suggest that that we should invest in this project. So our sensitivity analysis. So we've looked at the variance of sales, our sale price, the variance of the cost of our tea powder, the variance of our rent, and the variance of the Australian Thai baht movement. So with variance of sales, you can see when sales drop to 80%, that's when we will be in the red. That's when we're going to be starting to make some losses. Per unit price, you can see is, of course, when the price goes up, we'll be making more money, but we can still sell the product at 27 baht per unit and still make a profit. Variance of tea powder, we've done this because it's the most expensive ingredient that we're using, and as you can see, the cheaper that the tea powder is, of course, the more profit we will make. Cost of rent, again, the cheaper that the rent is, the more profit that will make. This makes a big difference, actually. And we've used the Australian dollar to Thai baht movement because we're going to import our milk from Australia. So if the Australian dollar goes up, then we will make less money because the milk will be more expensive for us. And of course, if Thai baht goes up, then we'll make more money because the milk will essentially be cheaper for us. And as for the scenario analysis, you can see as the per unit price goes down and the variance of sales goes down, we'll be then venturing into the red and possibly losing money. And then if the variance of sales goes up and per unit price goes up, then we'll be making a lot of profit. And then we've done this final scenario analysis based on our milk and tea powder costs because these are our two most expensive products. And as you can see, if if the price of the tea powder goes down, then it's very beneficial for us. But regardless, with these two factors, we should still be making a profit, even if both of them do go against what we would ideally want. So finally, our risks and key concerns. So as of 2019, there's an approximately 4,000 bubble tea shops in Thailand. This means that our new business it's got to be very competitive to stand out against already established rival brands within a very saturated market. There also is potential for this market to become a red ocean market. So it'd be best for this investment to be executed for the following 5 years first, as any future after this time span could be unforeseeable, even with statistics above still predicting growth. And as with any business trends, there could be a new type of victual overtaking bubble tea's place as a market leader in the F&B industry. So now is the most favorable time for Blue's bubble tea business to launch, whilst of course bubble tea there's still a lot of hype around it. These are just our references. So thank you very much, and thank you for listening.